I was sure the inspector hadn't seen me slip away, but I needed to be quick, because it wouldn't take him long.
Define the word quick. If quick means dicking around for 15 minutes before doing anything productive, then yes, we will be quick.
The door led back to the gallery. I knew it'd be wrong to leave the room without checking it thoroughly. The frame containing pressed flowers. I didn't imagine Henri as a musician. Henri sure liked his clutter. It was an antiquated CCTV system. The CCTV system was ancient. It took individual shots and recorded them to tape. It looked like I needed to enter a passcode to view the recording.
From a distance, this monitor has an image of the art gallery displayed, but up close it says enter passcode.
It was a small keypad. Nope.
I didn't think that it would be that easy, but it's worth a try.
I needed to find a 4-digit number. A pair of evil eyes stared from a partially covered poster.
Oh look, it's imagery from the second Broken Sword game.
It was a hookah pipe. Those things gave me a headache. Henri sure had his quirks. There was a crumpled letter in the wastebasket. In the trash can, I found a crumpled letter from Henri's credit card company, demanding immediate payment. It listed extravagant purchases from a variety of ladies' fashion stores. The address indicated that Henri lived in the chic and expensive 16th arrondissement of Paris. I decided to put the letter back. Henri's financial problems weren't my business. But now I knew where he lived. The poster advertised the 1975 Stockholm Music Festival, headlined by a group called the Hairy Lobsters.
Nice.
It was a pretty flamboyant-looking clock.
Oh, hello.
Oh, man. The priest was right. Evil was abroad. Henri had a model of a VW camper van painted in hippie colors. The engine capacity was displayed on the back, 1600 cc. The trinkets, the junk, the instruments. Henri was kind of a hippie at heart. The calendar looked like a child's school project. Henri had ringed 27th May and scrawled birthday. Poor guy hadn't quite made it to his big day. Henri's notice board was covered with all kinds of junk. The telephone was an antique rotary model. The handset looked greasy. It was hard to tell if the lava lamp was retro or just plain old. Henri may have been a hippie, but a hippie with plenty of disposable income.
They sure do enjoy their nudity in this game.
The desk was covered in junk. There was a box of thumbtacks on the desk. I didn't like the idea of a pocket full of sharp pins. The business card listed the gallery's details. I didn't need a business card. It was a decorative pen, probably a gift to Henri. The pen could have been useful. Then again, it might have leaked all over my pocket. It was a corroded lighter. The lighter was corroded and grimy. It'd probably never work again. I decided to leave it. It was liquid ink. I had no idea they still sold this stuff. Carrying an ink pot around inside my pocket would have been stupid. The ink would have stained my hands for days.
What, inside your pockets?
The switch controlled the small desk lamp. It was an Erasertron. I loved those. I didn't feel the need to take Henri's eraser. It was a reel of fragile tape. I didn't want to carry the tape around. I had a feeling I wasn't going to need it. It was the paper that Nico wrote for. Nico lived for the day her story would be on the front cover.
Leveille Ours. A very interesting collection.
It was a standard drawer. There was a document folder in the drawer. There was nothing else in the drawer. The document folder had a hairy lobsters sticker on it. I had no idea what was inside.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
The folder looked interesting. This was very definitely tampering with evidence. It was the security installation note from the company that Henri had used. It was a completion of work notice from a company called Vera Security. They weren't the guys we'd recommended. Henri had gone behind our backs to choose a different security outfit. I'd never heard of Vera Security, but there was an address and phone number on the form. It was a statue of Henri bearing almost everything. A strategically placed fig leaf protected his modesty. The statue was jaunty. Up close and personal, I could see that the fig leaf was hinged.
Dare we?
The fig leaf had a small hinge on it. It looked like it could be lifted.
Oh no.
Thankfully, there was no one around to see me do this. Very interesting.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that.
It was a sturdy-looking safe.
Nice keyhole.
I wasn't going to open the safe without the key. I was fairly sure that even Henri wouldn't be silly enough to keep it hidden in the office.
Yet he kept a piece of paper saying 2:30. Exactly the time when the robbery took place.
I wasn't going to open the safe without the key. The woman in the picture looked vaguely familiar.
I believe that is Sharon Kowalski. Or if you're from Europe, Sharon Kowalski. Who was the actress in Broken Sword 2. I can't even remember the name of the film. But I remember it does involve pirates and zombies.
The street was quiet. The sofa had clearly taken some punishment over the years. A naked lady stared at me seductively. Henri may have been a hippie, but a hippie with plenty of disposable income. It looked like Henri had saved the best booze for the back room.
Okay, let's try Henri's birthday, which is the 27th of May.
Bingo. I rewound the tape to before the robbery. This was the first interesting frame. It was Henri studying La Malediccio. He couldn't have had any idea what was about to happen. The image was a little fuzzy, but in the center of the painting was what looked like a snake eating its own tail. I thought about what the priest said. There was definitely something unsettling about the picture. Was Henri studying that picture, or did he look worried? There was definitely more to this robbery than I first thought. Nico and I were taking a look at La Malediccio just before the robbery. Funny, the painting didn't strike me as remarkable at the time, just odd. There I was, looking at the exhibition. It seemed that whenever Nico stepped back into my life, so did trouble.
Don't go there, George. Nico's fine. You're just looking for an excuse to be a dick again.
A good view of La Malediccio. I could kind of see why Father Simeon thought it was evil. There was a certain presence about it. The killer caught in the act. There was nothing really distinctive about him. The CCTV had caught the killer in the act of lifting La Malediccio from the wall. He knew exactly which painting to take. The moment it all went horribly wrong. There was some writing on the front of his helmet, but I couldn't quite make it out. Why hadn't Henri backed down when the thief pulled the gun? If that was me, I'd have done whatever the guy wanted. The killer making his getaway. A logo on the front of his helmet read Waterloo Motors. That could be useful.
And it's written in English as well, which is quite interesting.
The painting was gone. The alarm should have sounded when the killer took the painting, but it had been sabotaged. I wondered who could have done that. Maybe Lane, or even Henri himself. Or perhaps even Vera's security, who'd installed the system. There I was, taking a look at the alarm box. Hopefully I didn't look too suspicious. That was me fiddling with the alarm. I hadn't thought about that when I was taking a look at the camera. Not my best angle. That was the last shot. I'd probably learned everything I could from the CCTV.
Monsieur, sir, you have snuck in here, and now you are tampering with my evidence.
Truth or lies? Somehow I don't think that he will believe us either way. Let's just go with the truth for now.
I wasn't tampering with anything. I was just looking for clues.
That is my job, Monsieur
Stobart. George Stobart. Paris Mutual. We insured the exhibition.
Oh, really? So, you have plenty to gain from the robbery.
Well, no. We have plenty to lose from the robbery.
Don't patronize me, monsieur. Only a fool wouldn't know how insurance works.
Yeah. No flies on you, Inspector.
Exactly. I have to get up very early in the morning, which means I can be sure to catch the worm.
So I see.
May I remind you, monsieur, that a serious crime has been committed. I am going to have to ask you to return to the gallery.
Of course. But I do need to ask you a few questions.
D'accord. But remember, anything you say can be used against you, Monsieur Stobart.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind.
Let's start with the most important things.
Here, smell this.
If you think you can bribe me with expensive parfum de toilette, monsieur, you are mistaken.
Look at these nail clippers.
Perfect for disabling the alarm. You are sticking your American nose into my little French noose, Monsieur Stobart.
Do you know anything about a company called Vera Security?
No, I have never heard of them. Now, I must get on with my investigation.
It's very likely that the security camera holds a clue to the killer's identity.
Monsieur, I am a professional, and you are an amateur. So, leave the investigating to me, huh, pal? Monsieur, you are American, no?
Yeah, California born and bred.
Of course. I think perhaps you are wanting to be like that Starsky and Butch, monsieur. No? Rolling around on top of fast cars with beautiful ladies, firing your gun.
Interesting idea, Inspector, but not really my style.
Indeed. Well, Let me tell you something, monsieur. You are my prime suspect. You may go now, but I will need to speak with you again.
I had some valuable leads. But before following up on them, I had important business to attend to. Hey, Nico, you want to grab a quick cup of coffee?
Sure.
I am pleased to announce that I have finished my preliminary investigation. This is now an official crime scene, and you must all go. I shall be questioning all of you again in the coming days. Nobody is to leave the country, particularly you, Monsieur Stobart. Monsieur Lane will stay behind to help secure the premises. Mo?
Yes, Inspector.
Let them out.
Right away, sir.
Two coffees, please.
Nice work in there, Nico. Whatever you did, it worked.
I just made a tiny distraction, and Nave bought it.
I think Nave would buy anything if it had blood on it. You know, this whole setup, the theft, the murder, it just doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
Like I said, I think it was an inside job.
Go on.
Someone disabled the alarm, but on just one painting.
Let me guess. La maledictio.
Exactly. And I aim to find out who did it. Smell this.
Oh, zut alors. I had an uncle who used to wear that. Maman told me to watch out for him.
Do you want to borrow these clippers?
Word of advice, George. Never say that on a first date.
The CCTV picked up an image of the thief. His helmet had the words Waterloo Motors written across it.
Interesting. I think I got a couple of good shots of him too, but I need to take a better look at them at home.
Great. Let me know what you find. The security firm that Henri used was not the one I recommended.
Well, that's understandable. I've been to restaurants that you recommended.
I've got their address. Maybe they can tell me who could have had access to that alarm. Well, the priest thinks La Maledictio is evil.
George, she's just crazy.
Yeah, you're probably right. But there's something strange going on.
Good luck with your investigations. Well, I guess I should go. This story won't write itself. And George,
Yeah?
it's good to see you again.
Great to see you too, Nico. I watched her walk away. The sound of traffic, the sun shining, a crime to solve, and Nico back in my life.